we had like 3-4 fights every day.
Last year, my attitude was just like, could nobody tell me nothing.
Before I started in this program, like bad, my grades were like low and all that stuff.
All last year, it was just fights, people going to jail, all that.
I used to be like out of control, always had bad grades and just didn't care, just cuss all the time. But now I know how to control better because of the program. I know how to handle my problems better and control my swearing and control my attitude and stuff.
It was a lot of problems or whatever, like girls and stuff, and it was hard for us just to like let things slide or whatever, but then they started talking to us and trying to do mediation and things like that. And well, it helps us out.
In my years here, we've had shootings out front. We've had, kids shot. We've had fights. We've had almost riots from situations that were going on with sometimes our students and people in the community who are not our students, or people driving around in cars.
What the Violence-Free Zone people, the Center for Neighborhood Enterprise people are doing is augmenting our staff by doing some things that we're not trained to do. They address some of our high-risk kids. Mentoring is probably the term that comes to mind when I watch them in action. Big brother kind of thing, talking to kids who have troubles. And, they've been around a little bit. They've got some experiences in life. And I think the kids respect that.
It's the conflicts in the hallway and the tension in the school is what kills your learning. I mean, that's the bullseye of what they're addressing here. So for me, it was a no-brainer.
The Center for Neighborhood Enterprises community-based violence-free zone initiative is reducing youth violence, school disruptions, and suspensions in public schools around the country. CNE partners with community-based organizations like the Latino Community Center and the Running Rebels Community Organization in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
We'll let you out,
I think coming from the community, it has an asset, because I think they have a better understanding, a deeper understanding of where the children are today, because many of them saw themselves in those same situations and were able to relate to the children on a personal basis. I know I experienced this. I know what your pain is. I can tell you my own personal experience in life and what I did to work my way out of it.
The local organizations select, screen, train, and employ young adults from the affected neighborhoods who work in the schools as youth advisors. Because they have faced many of the same challenges as the students, they earn their trust and can motivate them to change their behavior. The youth advisors work in the schools and communities as monitors, mediators, character coaches, and moral mentors. They inspire students to good behavior and educational excellence.
When I was a struggling teenager coming to this same school, South Division, it was hard for me. It was a struggle. I was trying to find my way. I was trying to find that person that I could connect to in the school, and I never found it. Now I'm back and I'm in the same school that I came from, and I'm walking around here trying to be that person that I was looking for to most of these kids that are looking for help.
What we try to do is sit down with them and let them know, hey, you are important. And when we get to them to understand that they are important, what happens is that they can sense a sense of urgency on the inside of them and say, hey, I can do this and I am somebody.
I take great pride out of watching the small victories that the children that we work with accomplish every day. I mean, whether it's going from a D to a C, or just not getting suspended for 1 week.
Anytime I have an opportunity to help a young person, I think that what gets me out of bed each morning.
The Running Rebels, they break it down like, yeah, I done did this before. I've been in your same situation, and like from being a young man like me, I'm like thinking like he been through that, so he know what he's talking about.
They try to realize what is good for you. So every time you come here and talk to them, it's like you're with your parents.
They keep it real. They ain't like fake, okay. They just keep it real. Come to you. They don't be beating around the bush. They just hit it right on the right. Sugarcoat nothing. Hit it right on the
You wrong, they tell you wrong. You right, they tell you right.
And instead of getting like two people that was getting ready to fight, the Running Rebels would make them come in the room and talk it out and try to get down to the problem.
Last year I wasn't doing so good in class and stuff, and then when I came here, I had the Running Rebels help me out, with my work and stuff, and they talked to me, told me to go to class on time, when to be there, come to school.
Before I got in the violent-free zone activity, before I started coming to South, I stayed in jail all the time. I kept going back to jail, and I came here. And they showed me some stuff, you know what I'm saying? I got my head on straight now. I got good grades, and they like family to me, really like a family.
C&E measures the impact on the students and the schools, and best practices are shared with the other violence-free zone sites in 27 schools around the country.
I went to one of the high schools, Custer High School, about 6 weeks ago, and I went and talked to the staff about a reform effort that we're putting in place for educational purposes. The staff gave me a standing ovation. They thanked me for having the Neighborhood Enterprise Program in the school. They said it has made a significant difference. I talked with the assistant principal. He says that their discipline has improved tremendously. He can't believe the number of suspensions that have been reduced. They used to have district office referrals for significant behavior problems. They were having one a day, actually, those type of conferences. He said that he believes the numbers are in about 1 every 2 weeks. So significant improvements from dedicated people in the community coming into our schools and having a passion to work with our children and actually to make a difference in their lives.
I could come talk to them, and I don't have to be scared to do anything. You know, I don't have to, bring my anger out and show my anger. I could come and talk to and work my problems out.
And I came up with a 4.0, doing my work every day, going to class, staying on task. And I came up with the 4.0.
Since I've been coming to y'all, I ain't been doing all the bad stuff that I used to do, as gossiping, fighting against Hispanic. When I came here, I think I'm changing now.
Last year, around this time, I probably would have been in the hallway, running from security or something, or trying to start a fight or something, instigating or something. But since they came, you know what I'm saying, I'm like a whole different person now. I done been to class like every day this week, and I'm going every day next week. You know what I'm saying?
They helped me with my tempers. Like, I had like a real bad one. If anybody said anything to me, I was ready to fight. But the Running Rebels set me down and showed me a better way, like, other than that. And I'm pretty sure every young man in here can say it's helping. The Running Rebels was here to make us a better man, to make us better man, and it's helping us a lot.
My parents used to be up here, like the school. All the teachers knew my parents, but they haven't. When I used to have bad grades and bad comments. So when they came to parent-teacher conference last time, all the teachers said good things about me. That's because I just been on my stuff, because this program helped me.
This is my 15th year as an assistant principal in MPS. I've been at 3 different high schools, South Division being the first high school with this program. And I can honestly say that I hope I never have to go back to a high school that doesn't have this support, these people that are connecting to the kids, connecting us to the community. I can't even imagine going back to it.
I can't imagine not having them here. I truly can't, because they have become a fixture for South, and they're just a part of our staff, and they're just awesome. I wish that they had this in all the high schools, truly, because it's a valuable program.
I think it's important for the private, philanthropic, and corporate community to be invested in our public schools. We've seen an almost immediate return on our investment, and I would encourage anyone else in the private, philanthropic, and corporate community to take a good look at this program, because it really does work.
I think that if you're looking for things that make significant change, and as superintendents, you look for what are the things that give you significant impact, not little impact, not incremental impact, not continuous improvement, but significant change. This is a program that'll bring about significant change in the culture of a school and community.